Are we on? Is this thing on? Hello everyone, welcome to Planet Country. We are live in the studio. We don't have a studio guest this week, so you get to look at us. We apologise in advance for that. You normally see MJ in the side of the screen. We're about to go back on air.
Hello.
MJ?
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Test 1, 2, test. It's really quiet. That's a bit better.
Yo boys. That's Florida Georgia Line, and of course we had the skit. What was the name of the reverend, the pastor that rings him? I can't remember his name.
Brother Jervil or something? Jervil? Brother Jervil?
Brother Jervil down at the church.
Yeah,
and y'all call me sometime, boys. Something like that.
I'll call him if he wants. He's a bit lonely. I'll have a chat with him. Talk music and country and southern living and all that. Yeah,
southern living.
I got you back, man. Don't worry.
We do have a phone interview to do later, so if that falls through, if we can't get hold of the artist, maybe we'll call Pastor. What was his name? Jervil.
Brother Jervil. Jervil. I
don't think it's Jervil. I think maybe it's Jervil. Anyway, that's to look forward to later. We're going to be talking to Jamie Holland from Oakwood, a brand new band that's actually rehearsing as we speak. And after their rehearsal, we're going to be talking to us.
Big Stu, sorry to interrupt, but I believe he has a website, Brother Jervil.
Does he? This is extraordinary.
I'm just Googling as I do. And I'm just seeing what comes up, and he's a
real guy.
Merchandise, and there's an Instagram, but I don't know if it's related to Florida Georgia Line.
Hang on. Florida Georgia Line are doing. This is a what's the artist that's got the we interviewed him.
Why
am I going blank?
Yeah, you're talking about Granger Smith. Smith. What's the what's his name again? The guy.
That's what happened to me. My mind went blank. But you know what we're saying. Anyway, that's what they're doing. They're copying that idea. They're creating this alter ego, this character that they can.
Earl Dibbles Jr.
That they can sell merch from. It's a great idea when you think about it.
I like it.
Now, an American artist that's on the rise, and someone that actually follows us and follows what we do here in Australia on Planet Country is Ryan Robinette. He's got new music called New Boots. Let's check it out now on Planet Country. My mind goes blank and I can't think of Earl Dibbles Jr. So
it won't work. I can't it's not. Thinks it's not live, but we're live. We've got a few people coming.
So can people hear us? That's always the question.
Tell me.
We'll reload this and see what happens. Live video.
Someone just connect to the video for me. Now it works. It's like super delayed on my end, but
yeah, that's what happens.
Alright guys, welcome to another edition of Planet Country. No live studio guests. Let them know. Why have I got no... This is really annoying again. Hello. So I can hear myself down here. Sorry, all these dials get moved a lot, so I've got to turn everything up. And I'm going to play with yours a bit. So I've got a few people saying hello, but video's being really annoying on my end, guys. So
I can't get the comments.
This is so delayed. We've got everyone saying basically hey, so...
Hey.
And everyone's helping us out. So now I've got it.
Wade the Butler.
Technology these days.
Dan Henwood. Hi guys. Denny Smith says, yes, we can hear you. Thank you. It's good to know. And then Wade says, hey Greg. So I love when people start having conversations. Just talk amongst yourselves. It's all good. Tonight we have a phone interview with Jamie Holland, lead singer from Oakwood, which is a brand new band they were hopeful to get organised and get their music out a couple of months ago ahead of performing at CMC Rocks. But Jamie actually got very, very sick, and I think she was hospitalised. So everything got delayed. The song is released, or I think it's going to be released tomorrow. We've got it tonight to play, and we'll be talking to her later on, which is real exciting as well. Thank you, MJ. Now people can hear me properly.
Slightly.
Yeah, that's right. So going to air on the radio at the moment is Ryan Robinette, New Boots, which is a pretty cool song. Check that one out.
Yeah. And
MJ, can you just handle
how's your week? James with a Z says, how's your week been, everyone? Busy on my end, I'll tell you that. I gotta handle the comments. How can you handle, you can't touch comments, they're on a screen. I'm handling the comments, I guess you could say. Just gonna make some adjustments. Just search for microphone flag. Find a Greg. Where do you get those boxes? Okay, I love when people ask questions because I'm the one who basically gets all the gear. So, these things here, these are called microphone flags, and they're basically, something to put the logo on. And these, interestingly, to get them custom made for certain microphones, they're expensive. But we found a way around it. Similar to this, why I did this similar thing years before we got here. What we actually did, so just to the mic a bit there, is we went on eBay and we got these for like a couple of dollars, Australian couple of bucks, from basically a Chinese manufacturer that just chucks it all on eBay. There's like 100 people that sell the same thing. And then I got stickers made with Vistaprint, they had a massive 75% off sale, and I went, okay, I'm going to get some stickers printed, and we just chucked them on there. And unfortunately, despite lining the sticker up perfectly, they're actually slightly off center if you haven't noticed yet. So, but that's how we got these done. There is a standard sort of hole, which doesn't quite work, but there's actually foam on the inside of these microphone flags. It helps it kind of stay on the handle. These handles are $12, and they're, again, from China, super expensive, but they're great for interviews, and we can actually connect like a tripod to them. So we actually have 4 of these, and we have like a massive handle for when we want to do interviews. And we're actually going to debut it for the CMC Awards red carpet, which was canned.
They axed the awards.
Yeah, so the awards were supposed to be in a week's time or 2 weeks' time, and nothing's happening, which we're really disappointed about. But we managed to get use out of them here on Facebook Live, so that's been really awesome.
MJ, I just had to run to the bathroom, a bathroom stop. Yeah. You know what my biggest fear in radio is being in the bathroom and a song finishes. Remember that the D-Generation did that skit thing 5 in a row, and the DJ was in the toilet, the song finished, and he had to bolt to the studio. That's my biggest fear. Interesting.
I'll be obviously involved with the radio for the Sydney Royal Easter Show.
Yeah.
And we have to do 6-hour
shifts.
6-hour shifts penalling, just pure nothing but penalling. So
can you take a bucket or something under the console?
Well, I don't know, but all I know is that
drink.
If the assessor has to go to the bathroom, because this is part of my radio studies at college, if the assessor has to go to the bathroom, I'm basically waiting for 10 seconds so they're in the bathroom, and then I'm going to sprint to
and hope that you can do your business quicker than them and race back.
Essentially, yeah. But the beauty of radio software is I can just tell it to do its own thing.
That's right.
So I did see Danny's down here, Danny Smith. I don't know what you use at LAFM, if you use Zeta, NextGen or something, but yeah, just leave it on auto, or don't sort of put any stops in live assist, and yeah, just it'll do its own thing. As long as then that I'm not the because it's going to be an outside broadcast, and there's going to be someone at the Easter show, and I'll be back in the studio.
Yeah.
And I'll eventually be at the Easter show a few times.
Yeah.
So and as long as they don't say are ready to go on, and I'm like not there to respond to them and say, yeah, this is your next song.
Throw you back to the studio.
Something like that. Yeah.
Going to air at the moment radio is Bigger Than Us, Adam Doliak, a really cool song. And MJ, I'm going to talk about this song, and I'm going to revive a segment from a show that I no longer do that used to be on a different network. I'm going to revive the segment, What the Heck Are They Singing?
What the heck are they singing? That's an old one.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, Greg Bryant.
Face Brad doing the...
You were out of the room at the time. Greg Bryant, I believe, 2MCR? I think you're from 2MCR, yep. Is that right? What's some mic flags? I'll put you in touch with a professional one to do it for 2MCR, and if you want your own ones, then I'll send you a link for eBay.
Flick it over. Adam Doliak, Bigger Than Us on Planet Country. We are live now on Facebook, so jump on board and you can see the behind-the-scenes stuff that happens during a song, while a song is playing, such as me rushing out to the bathroom. And MJ
I can't believe you just admitted that on air. Like, I never talk about that.
MJ talking to the audience. Now, some people are already commenting, MJ.
Yeah, we've got, at the moment, Planet Country is consisted of the nations New Zealand, Australia, USA, or should I list North Carolina separately? Are they like Texas where they want their own space? I'm not sure.
A bit like West Australians, you know.
Yeah, so we've got quite a few. We've got Matt Snedden saying, hey boys, from Newcastle, New South Wales, and the 8 Second Ride Band, obviously, as well. Blake, who was in the studio last week.
That's right.
Did you leave anything behind? Are you like trying to see, like, did I leave, a wallet and keys there? I can't quite see him on the video.
Did he see the little video we did afterwards when they'd left and we were cleaning up? And I questioned that because they only bit one end of all of those Tim Tams and fake Tim Tams, that maybe I could
still eat them?
The other end and,
I believe Demi saw it. I don't know. Maybe Blake was driving when we filmed it, but
disgusting thought.
We didn't. We
didn't.
Cut, we cut the ends off. And
That's right.
No, we did have to eat the rest of the packets. And I got to say, Those black and gold Tim Tam fakes.
They were a hard slog to get through. I didn't want to waste them, so I was like, I have to eat these. Ugh.
One time I picked one up because they were very much a different colour too. They were like, it looked like they'd been frozen kind of thing. They had like some sort of different, it was like an off brown.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at one and it was dark, there's not many lights on. I just went, I'm just going to eat it. And I went, yep, that's the black and gold one.
That's the wrong one.
But, you know, I kept eating because I was hungry.
You did.
It's chocolate, you know, it doesn't really matter.
Exactly. Now, Adam Doliak, we just played that song Bigger Than Us, and I want to revive, MJ, a segment that I used to do on another show, Country Universe, on another station, all right? I don't do that show anymore, but I wanted to revive a segment I did, which was a lot of fun. It was called What the Heck Are They Singing? And Braceface Brad is in the theme song. Check it out.
What the heck are they singing?
Absolutely. What the heck are they singing? It's where we look at lyrics that people get wrong. You know, you've got a favourite song and you sing away and then you realise, you know, years later, actually I've been singing the wrong words.
It's like
there's some famous ones.
It's like the ABC song, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, and you get to L, M, N, O, P, but everyone just goes L, M, N, O, P. L, M, N, O, P.
Element P.
L, M, N, O, P.
And you get to Z because it's, you know, XYZ is kind of the, on
It
Sesame
rhymes,
Street, the
but-
Americanised version.
But here in Australia we're saying Z.
XYZ.
Yeah.
Z. That's right. We're off topic. So the end of the chorus in Adam Doliak's song, right? Bigger Than Us. I want to, and this is the power of persuasion, I want to put in everyone's head that he is not singing that. He's actually singing Picking Your Nose.
Picking your nose.
Picking Your Nose. All right, check it out.
It's never too much, 'cause girl, this love is bigger than us, bigger than us, bigger than us.
That's exactly what he's
The
singing.
first one, I kid you not, I sang Bigger Than Us, but every single one after I went, that actually does sound like picking your nose.
It's somewhat the power of suggestion, I reckon. If you get told it, that's what you're going to hear. But I was legitimately driving along one day, singing along to that, and I thought, I think he's singing Picking Your Nose. So if you've got one of those, if there's a song that you always sing wrong, or better yet, a mate of yours, someone you know, a relative, always gets wrong and it frustrates you, let us know, because we'll play it on the air and highlight the fact that they always
wonder if-
get it wrong.
You know 90s Country by Walker Hayes, how it's kind of an amalgamation
yeah.
of different song
All the
titles and
lines
lyrics,
and-
yeah.
yeah.
Could we make a song out of the wrong things?
The wrong words.
So what was the Taylor Swift song? You was like, you always thought it was Good Charlotte tells me how to feel. Good
Because I
Charlotte,
thought it was like a reference,
Yeah.
pop
picking your
pop
nose, picking your nose while Good Charlotte tells me how to
I
feel.
like it. Let's combine all of the wrong lyrics. Why not? Mick Lindsay, a great Australian artist, has released, and this has been a long time coming, finally released new music. It's called Drink About You. Let's check it out now on Planet Country.
I almost forgot to do that.
We don't want to get pinged for copyright, but Mick Lindsay's brand new song on air at the moment, Drink About You. Mick is a great guy, and really the only Australian artist with a tour bus. It's not the lavish tour buses that the big
hang on.
artists have.
Matt can confirm this. 8 Second Ride.
They do
They've
have
got
one.
an actual tour bus.
A big full-size bus.
Proper
Yeah.
bus. Which
I
is-
don't know that it's kitted out yet. They said they've got to kit it out for their
Okay.
tour.
Well,
'Cause
Mick-
they are coming to Sydney and I think Melbourne later in the year.
Mick Lindsay has kitted his one out though, so that's something.
And we did interview him in it, and it's somewhat austere, though. There's some bunks, very rudimentary bunks, and all the gear is sort of thrown in between the bunks, and there's a couple of seats up the front. But it's cool, you know. You can tour around. It's got his picture on the side of it.
Our good friend Kylie Ann has, so she's got heaps of songs to contribute to that segment. The what is it called again? We haven't had it for a while. It was
What the heck are they singing?
What the heck are they singing? Peter Wed says, I think it's picking your ass. Picking your ass.
Okay,
Picking
I probably
your
can't
ass,
do that
picking
one
your
on
ass.
air, but it does sound something like that.
Yeah, I think so. You're right there. Do we have twisted lyrics tonight?
We don't, because we've got the interview to do, and there's a lot to get through. So
We needed a break as well, because you know how hard those things are to make sometimes?
well, I actually discovered something. The Auto DJ program that I use broke down, so I couldn't get any lyrics done in that kind of computerized monotone voice.
We need some artists to drop by Planet Country Studios and just record the lyrics for us. That would be helpful. Danny Smith has also said the Taylor Swift with Starbucks lovers.
Ah,
See, I'm
yes.
a millennial, but I do I don't mind Starbucks, but I don't know. Their iced tea is not as good as I liked. You know who does the best iced tea? Mossburger. The fast food joint
the
that's
Japanese fast food.
Yeah, on the Gold Coast and like nowhere else.
Yeah.
So I really, if I had the money, I would open a franchise down here in Sydney.
They do have nice burgers, actually.
Yeah, definitely Parramatta area. So basically, it's near me, so it makes it easier. Greg Bryant, I had Bryce Saney on my show today. How awesome is EMJ Big Stu? He is awesome. He was on the show.
Huge talent.
And I heard his song. I forgot to tell you this. I got video of it too. Woolworths Supermarkets
Radio.
had it on their in-store radio. I heard that and I went, what? I know that song. And I went, I know that dude.
I know the story behind the shout-out. Yeah, whatever it is. 20 seconds.
Matt Sneddon says the 8-second ride tour bus will be done in June.
Excellent.
Good timing to come down on Planet Country for our
I'm going to
5-year
talk about that on
anniversary.
air, in fact. Flick it over.
We drink about you.
Brand new from Mick Lindsay, Drink About You, and we've just been talking on Facebook Live about Mick Lindsay's tour bus because he's kind of the first Australian that I know of that has a tour bus that's painted up with his logo and
It's not just a bus
face.
to go to tours on. It's literally a tour bus. He's got like a cooktop in there. He's got,
It's a bit austere. You know, you've seen the ones that Keith and Eric Church we know a story about Eric Church's tour bus.
Not for radio,
and
though.
a certain draw. But anyway, I digress. Mix is probably not as flash as those big American artists, but it does the job. It's got bunks. He carries all the gear in it. There's seats up the front. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I was talking with Matt Sneddon from 8-Second Ride. He's in the comments on our Facebook video, and
They've got an actual bus.
They've got an actual like coach, like they have in America, which they're currently decking out to be their tour bus. And he said it's going to be done in June.
Wow!
So if it's done at by the 1st of June, we celebrate 5 years on the 5th of June.
We do. That's right.
And the corresponding show, Matt, if you're listening and want to make a big deal, like this is timing it perfectly. If you're going to hit the road, we have a show on the 3rd, Monday the 3rd.
There you go. But those
and then
guys
we celebrate
are
on
coming.
Wednesday.
They're coming to Sydney. I can't remember if it's August or September. They are coming to Sydney. Now,
Going to have to catch up.
I'm thinking that if they've got that tour bus, we need it parked out the front here, and we need to do a live, take the cameras out and do a live show from the tour bus. That'd be cool.
That would be that's one of our dreams, to do like shows off location.
To show, the sights, the sounds, and yes, even the smells of a live, hardworking rock band on the road in a tour bus.
We don't have smell-o-vision yet. That technology is still in development.
Probably a good thing. We are going to be talking to Oakwood live on the show, brand new band who are set to play CMC Rocks Festival very soon. But MJ, we got contacted by a young artist who said, hey, here's my song, and we get this all the time, and we think, yeah, it's not bad, but it's not really well produced, or it's maybe not radio ready. Well, this one knocked our socks off. Tell us about Jessica Robinson, because she got in contact with us.
Yeah, so she hit us up on Instagram, I think within a few minutes or even a couple of hours after our show on Monday, last Monday when we had Damage on, and she says, hey guys, I've released a single. It was recorded in Nashville. I spent a lot of time there. I'm back in Australia, and I'd love for you guys to consider it for airplay. And the moment I heard it, I was like, this is actually pretty good, because at the same time I got one from a Swedish rock band. I went, that's not country.
We do get
I
stuff
got another
from
one
all
from
over
an
the
American artist that was basically having a go at new country artists, and I'm like,
Like we're going to play that.
yeah, and it was okay, but it was definitely more for the traditional audience.
Yeah.
But this one was new country. It was country pop. She knew exactly what she wanted to play. It was well produced in Nashville. Not that the last one there doesn't have to be produced in Nashville, but it has to suit what Nashville's putting out.
Yeah.
So it has to be new country, and it was just a relief to once again be given a song by an artist who's just like, and Jay Selensky can relate to this because he, I believe, reached out to us. And same, I think he even may have emailed us or something saying, oh, I've released this song and I'd love for you guys to consider it. I think it's what you guys play. And it was just so good to have another artist that we unfortunately have never heard of, had never met before, didn't know much about, and reach out and say, hey, I think this is right. And as soon as I heard it, I went, this is perfect. And so we put it into the Wolf and we got on the show tonight.
I love the fact that some of these artists are saying, I think this is right for your format, let me know. And we do get a lot of submissions from artists going, this is my song, you must play it. And it's like, yeah, it's not for us. So good on them. But let's check it out. It's Jessica Robinson, Doing It All Wrong on Planet Country.
We're going to play a little bit of it.
Oh, we've known each other for a long, long time. And a part of me doesn't want to ruin what's already right. It's 2 a.m., there's another side to you. My head's spinning, don't know what to do. Now all I'm thinking, I wanna make you mine. Yeah, we're doing it all wrong. I'm waiting for the end of the song to tell you how I feel. Yeah, is this something real? 'Cause I felt it sitting with you in the back of the cab. You're someone I never thought I'd ever have. We're doing it all wrong.
Alright, guys, tell us what you think of the song. I'll leave it in the background a bit there.
Jessica Robinson doing it all right. I love it.
I believe she's from Victoria, and yeah, hit us up on Instagram, which is good because we get inundated. We've got about 600 unread emails on the music, the Wolf email address
Don't
for the
email
music
us,
scene.
just
Yeah.
hit us up on social.
It's mostly because people just Google, music submission for radio, and they just send stuff off, and it's like I'm getting African rap, and then I'm getting
Well, the thing is,
Norwegian
they'll,
rock.
they'll
and I'm
send
like,
the file, and we've got to download it. And whereas if you hit us up on social, send us a link for us to go and check it out, so we can play it before we download it, so we're not wasting our time
Exactly,
and data.
exactly.
And we can let an artist know. We're not nasty. We say, it's not the right format. In fact, in some cases we say, talk to these people on this other station. They're the right people for you. So.
Now, just quickly, we had Kylie Ann Thompson. Get this mic up now. Kylie Ann Thompson of Big Stew has given us a line from Viper Creek, who performed here in Sydney on the weekend.
Oh yeah.
For the What the Heck Are They Singing segment. She says they got the song Here's to Tonight, and the chorus goes, here's to you and me and the long weekend. Here's to country music, amen. But here's the country music, amen. And she's like, but if you listen carefully, it sounds like here's to country music, gay man, G-A-Y. Now,
Not that there's anything wrong with
No.
that, but as Seinfeld says, but we'll have to check that out.
well, here's something for you. We're in Sydney, and we just finished yesterday was the Sydney Mardi Gras, which is the gay and lesbian Mardi
That's
Gras,
right, yeah.
celebrating a march in 1978 where basically members of the LGBTQI, whatever the acronym is, marched because of
Well, I arrested.
yeah, because it was illegal, much like it is still in the Middle East. It's illegal to be a member of that group there. So yeah, there's this festival for those. I'm actually explaining it for the international audience, and I was thinking Viper Creek should play there and should perform,
Change the lyric.
Yeah, here's the country music and gay men,
You go.
and just Damo could be on stage and be like, who's having a good time at the Sydney Mardi Gras? And yeah,
I like
country music needs to expand to different parts, different audiences. So that's an opportunity. there.
Cody Allen could come and cover it.
Yeah,
Of course, come out as gay and
exactly,
and,
from CMT in America.
That's right, and
And then we can ask
he's
him,
on
hey,
Sirius
can we have your job? Because that would be awesome. Being
That's
on
right.
CMT,
Please.
doing a radio show on CMT and all that.
I think we
that's
had a
really-
comment before about the tour bus saying absolutely yes. We
Oh,
have to do that
exactly.
live in the tour bus, so let's make that happen when the guys come down to play down here, which is good.
So there's for the Aussies out there, you'll know the band Cold Chisel, fronted by Jimmy Barnes.
Ah, yes.
And they've got the song, Cheap Wine. There's a
Cheap wine and a 3-day growth.
growth, as in, beard. I shaved like 2 hours before the show, so I can't really get the sound effect. But it sounds, according to Kylie, it sounds like cheap wine and a 3-legged goat.
3-legged goat. All right.
I always thought it was Coke at the end. Cheap wine and drinking a Coke or something. Or
What?
It was this released in the 80s, more like snorting a Coke.
Not that we're suggesting. She's also got Bad Mood and Rising. You know that song, that Bad Mood and Rising? She has suggested there's a baboon on the right. Okay.
Boone on the right.
I don't know about that one.
8 Second Rhyme is performing in southwest Sydney at Campbelltown, where Greg's
Greg
from.
Ryan, yep.
So yeah.
Also playing at Coogee in the eastern suburbs, which is pretty cool, on the beaches. So,
Well, depending on what day it is, I may be in the eastern suburbs
well, I think
for
that's a
radio
Saturday
school.
gig. I think that's a Saturday night gig, the eastern suburbs.
Is
And
it-
then Sunday.
That'll be before or after Easter show.
It's later in the year.
Yeah, because I alternate every Saturday. So I'm either going to be chilling at home or I'm going to be
Could
at
be.
radio school. So
Could be. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we must organise that with the guys from 8 Second Rhyme. That'll be a lot of fun. So
catching up on some radio notifications.
going to air at the moment, Devin Dawson, Dark Horse, which has been released as a single off his album. It's a slower song. It's a good song, but I was surprised they released that as a single. But super talented.
Post Malone, Lambo doors on a Woolworths truck.
Woolworths truck. Okay, that could be the case. Alright. Now we do have a social media segment. We're going to do something a little bit fun coming up, and we're also not long away from talking with Oakwood, and we actually have our cardboard cutout. It's not of the whole band, it's of Jamie. She's the lead singer. We're going to be talking to her, and we're going to have the cardboard cutout like we did for Christy Lamb and Josh Setterfield. So basically, if an artist can't be in the studio and we have to talk to them on the phone, or we've pre-recorded something, we're going to have this, kind of life-size cardboard cutout to put up for vision. So we're not looking at us sitting here talking, which you currently are.
Yeah. You guys should talk. Tell us something to talk about. Obviously, if you guys do have to step away from the video, so Blake Savage from Damage had to go get some food, and I said, "Your shout," and he didn't respond. I was hoping he was shouting everyone here on the video some food.
Yeah.
But if you do have to step away, 2 ways to listen in: SWR 999 FM, which is 99.9 FM across Sydney. There's about 80-90% coverage of the Sydney Metropolitan there. And also you can stream on The Wolf Australia. If you're outside of Sydney, you can stream on The Wolf. And of course we'll be replayed tomorrow on Hawkesbury Gold too.
That's right. We are ready to go over. Flick it over. MJ?
Flick it over.
Yeah, that's new for Devon Dawson, Dark Horse on Planet Country. And of course, before that, we had Jessica Robinson, great new rising Australian artist out of Victoria, Doing It All Wrong. Loving that song at the moment. And both those songs will be heard on The Wolf Australia in rotation, of course. And you may be listening to us streaming on The Wolf Australia, or of course here at SWR 999. Or if it's Tuesday afternoon, you may be listening to us on Hawkesbury Gold 89.9. So wherever and whenever you are, welcome aboard.
Yeah, welcome aboard. Well, welcome aboard. Welcome to the land of Planet Country.
You know why I
welcome,
said...
What do you can't say, welcome to the land down under. What do you say when it's a planet?
Welcome to the planet.
Welcome to the world of Planet Country.
You know why I said welcome aboard? Because we had Blake and Demi from Damage in the studio last week, and they've been cruising. They've been playing gigs on the cruise ships in America for the last 6 months, and I'm kind of thinking, cruise like, welcome aboard. So if I say aye, aye, Captain, I've gone too far.
Don't. Please don't.
One step too far. Now, tonight we are going to be talking with Oakwood, brand new band that's going to play at CMC Rocks Festival. That'll be coming up shortly. But right now, why don't we check out... we played Brooks and Dunn last week, brand new duets that they're doing, and we played it... who did we play last week that he played with? Kane Brown. This week we've got, and this is kind of the main single at the moment, it's Brooks and Dunn with Luke Combs, and it's brand new, man. Let's check it out now on Planet Country.
Alrighty, we're on the Facebook mics.
We are. Now we have to sort out this interview, MJ.
I think we should get Jamie to call us. It'd be easy because I think we can easily put it through the handset, I guess.
Do you think that'll work? Because you reckon?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Positive.
Well, do you want to call...
Because...
You got your spare phone in the car. Wait, you call SWR and we'll transfer it now. Oh, we've got the song on this. We'll get her to call us.
I think we may have to do it through the mobile.
No, it sounds terrible. I don't hate it. I was not happy about that Christy Lamb phone interview with the mobile, so I'm saying no.
Well, we have to come up with a way to transfer this call through because it didn't work when we tried it.
You follow it, like it's written up there, should work.
Well, will you jump in the seat to do that?
Alright. Then you gotta operate the Facebook.
That's alright.
Okay.
My goodness.
This is literally behind the scenes, seeing us how we work.
Well, we don't do a lot of live phone interviews, and because we're live on Facebook, the couple that we've done have been through the mobile because we want to be able to talk and have them talk and interact with the people on Facebook and not go over the air while the song's playing. And it doesn't really work. The mobile connection, the phone is not doesn't sound that great. So we want to use the proper phone system through the panel on the radio, but getting that to work has been problematic. So that's where we're at. 651, 14, 5. Okay, so we're doing okay time-wise. We'll be a bit after 7 when we have to do that. Okay, you're talking. All right, cool.
So you want to switch places?
Not yet.
You know what I really like? It's when you can't find an artist's personal account on Facebook, and then they like one of the pages, and then you really like, oh, there you go. Then you send them a friend request.
Yeah. All right. 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Copy that. Everyone in the comments has gone quiet. Really disappointing, guys. Talk.
I'm a brand new man.
Flick it over. Brooks and Dunn, brand new man, feat, of course, Luke Combs, who's going to be here for CMC Rocks. Everyone's
like
excited about it.
2 weeks away or
it's like,
something?
who's not coming? There's no one left in Nashville.
Yeah, but it's like 2 weeks away. Like, it's crept up on us a bit.
Very exciting, and all the side shows and things that are happening as well, which is really cool. Now, we are live on Facebook, and we will be talking with Jamie Holland, the lead singer from Oakwood, very soon. We're just trying to get that sorted out, the phone system and panel it through and all that. MJ and I...
It's low on oil. I've got to oil that up
That's
and
right.
then, turn a few things here and there.
For those watching on Facebook, we will be flipping seats. We'll be switching. I'll be over there and you'll be over here on the panel. So that's very exciting. I get
Mostly
to
because
see
I know what to do and
a professional who supposedly knows what he's doing. It's going to be very exciting. Now, we've got some social media news to get to as well.
Speaking of, before you get to it, I just popped up on our screen here. Obviously, Dave's joined us from... Are you still in China, Dave, on the
I think
Facebook
he
video?
is.
He needs to let
I
us
think
know.
he is.
But also Jessica Robertson, who we literally just played.
We did.
Talk about timing. You got to tune in before we play your song, so then we can say, "Here's your song."
Well, we said some
Evidence
really
that-
nice things about her.
Now I've got to what
now,
did we
should
say?
we repeat it or should we say, no, you missed it and everyone doesn't want to hear it again?
Well, that's a good question.
We said she was very good.
We said it was really
song's
nice to
very
have
good.
someone reach out to us with a song, because normally I'm sifting through 600 emails from a million different countries and a million different genres that clearly, like, I know that people say the new country is not country music, blah, 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 but I'm talking Norwegian heavy metal and like rap and hip hop, and I'm just like, did you even look at the station before you submitted
They
the
don't
music?
do that. They just send it through. So hit us up on Instagram or Facebook and say, hey, I've got a song. Here's a link so we can go and hear it, download it, and if we think it's all cool, we'll let you know and we're going to play it. So
You know what's interesting is
welcome aboard.
Jay Slinsky's find some camera gear for us so that we can do some really cool stuff. And
Oh, yeah, the multiple camera
one thing you need to
angles.
know about me, Jay Slansky, is that I already know what I want. I've already got a price, and unfortunately I can't afford it.
He's
Student
got a
budget
list.
and all, So I'll send you my list of my shopping list, and you can help us out.
Absolutely. So we're going to do some social media news soon and working towards our interview with Oakwood. But right now, why don't we check out the brand new song? We spoke to her a few weeks ago in the studio. It's Christy Lamb, Hot Hot Kiss on Planet Country. The carry
Sorry, just switched it over because I was about to jam to the song. So Jessica did ask us to repeat. Dave's still in Beijing. So that's question number one. Is Dave still in China? Yes, he is still there. So hope everything's going well over there. And Jessica wants us to repeat what we said about her because we're nice. And,
Well,
you
well, I
obviously
said-
want to know. Someone says not something nice to you. You want to know what it is. But I want to know if someone says something bad about me.
That's right. We
Like,
won't know
I
that.
definitely have to know that. Mostly because I want to get back.
Well, I remember we were in the car and you said, hey, we got a message from an artist, Jessica, and
I think I was like, it looks Australian. And I'm like, okay, I think Victoria.
Yeah.
And then I played and said, what about this? And we're just like, yeah,
This is good.
we're playing it next
This
Monday.
is
Yeah.
good.
So,
There you go.
but we just said it's really nice to have someone reach out to us that we unfortunately didn't know already.
Yeah,
How do we
that's
not
right.
know? We need to meet in person. I think we need to
exactly
organise
right.
that. To happen.
Well, Jessica needs to come to Sydney, then she can sit in the chair here and be on the show, play live, and have an interview. And
Chairs over here.
here's the chair is
chair.
is the
Is that
chair
on
in
camera?
shot.
I don't even know if it was on
That's the
camera.
question.
Yeah.
Maybe not. We do have, of course, cardboard cutout of Jamie Holland ready to go for our interview with her. So we need to sort that out, MJ, very soon.
And if we do a phone interview, we'll have you in cardboard form because we've got Jamie from.
Oakwood. Now
that's
the
it.
problem
I was
is
about to say the old band's name.
The pictures are made up of 4 pictures and it didn't quite fit, so there's a gap.
Maybe that's just a new fashion thing, a bit of cardboard.
It's like a scar from open heart surgery or something,
Yeah.
let's say that. Well, she has been sick, but...
I don't think it was that sick, though. Yeah, no, we can't speculate.
Exactly.
Joe Norton's jumped on. What's up,
Hey,
Joe?
Joe.
Good to see you again.
I wanted to talk to Joe about his drone because he posted a picture during the week of this huge drone. Now, you've got the small one, MJ. This thing's big and it's got the big camera mounted on it. It's
Isn't
pretty
it
cool.
DJI something?
I don't know the
3?
technicalities. I just know it's pretty cool.
I know. Is it, I was going to go through, like if I can't remember a song or an artist, it's because I've got like a Rolodex in my mind full of, one of the radio stations that I work at has 4,700 songs, and that's considered not much. I think SWA has 4,000 per decade. That's a lot. So it's very hard to remember everyone's name at times. And when it comes to whatever we were just talking about, what were we talking about? I just had to mental. I don't know. It's been a long day, week. I basically never sleep these days. Easy done, guys. Coming to Sydney then. Awesome. We've got confirmation that Jessica will be coming to Sydney, so we'll have you in the chair. We'll talk about this song. You've got another song as well that I saw on your YouTube channel, #Stalker.
Just doing my shoelace up.
Behind the scenes, man.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, you actually get to see behind the scenes. So we'll have,
You do
have to have
check
Jess
these
in the...
things because remember we were talking in the early days with Natalie Pearson and we said Nat and she goes, oh, I prefer Natalie. And then most of the time she calls herself Nat, so...
Make up your mind!
That's right.
No, I was talking about... I was talking about how I've got a Rolodex full of stuff in my mind, and I was trying to relate it back to saying that there's one with a shopping list, and so I've got to go through there and think of
all the items that you want,
and
the equipment.
Mid discussion, I forgot what I was even talking about. Had to rely on Danny to comment saying drones to remind me.
Why don't you flick it over? They can hear the CSA, the social media news, and then we can have a chat.
Cool.
Traffic was really bad. Oh, there's Steve-o. G'day, Steve. Morning. How's your weekend? Same old, same old. What'd you get up to? Not much. Are you okay, mate?
Looking out for one another is something we all need to do. So if a mate's struggling, ask, are you okay? Listen, encourage action, and check in again soon. Those 4 steps could change their life. Find out more at ruok.org.au.
Number 1 choice for country. Planet Country. Big Stu and MJ.
Now on Planet Country, what's trending on social media? #Lame theme.
I'm sitting in the movies and I'm looking at my phone. I need to check my Facebook while the ads are shown. Looking at my phone. Looking at my phone.
Now here's the only host on this show with a clue about social media. MJ.
What's up, everybody? I'm the
your
man with the
segment.
clues.
You're a man with a highlighter in your hand at the moment.
I got notes. Not related to this, though. It's for
Highlighting
later in the
notes.
show.
Okay, fair enough.
So-
Social media, MJ, people can join us behind the scenes.
Yeah, we've got quite a few. We actually had Jessica Robinson from a song we played not long ago. She's just joined us in the video. She's going to say she's definitely going to be in Sydney this year and she'll have to come to the studio for a catch-up. Well, she won't even be a catch-up. She'll be meeting in person for the first time.
That is exciting. So, yeah, we definitely want her to come on the show. And behind the scenes is full of exciting things. I just did my shoelace up for those that are interested.
What about right now behind the scenes? I've got a message from Jamie saying she's ready to go.
She's ready to call us
when
and
we're
not
ready.
to,
So, yeah.
It'll be soon, the next couple of minutes. But I wanted to play this. This is exciting. Now, we always love Carrie Underwood because she's always open with her family. Of course, she's married to, well, what is he now? What do we call him? Hunky Hubby. Hunky Hubby superstar...
Captain.
Former superstar NHL player, captain and Canon owner, Mike Fisher.
He owns a Canon.
That's right.
Yeah, one that goes
it's a very long-winded name.
See, that's the one for
well.
the longer you listen to Planet Country, the more you'll learn things like nicknames and stuff like that. So that you're part of an exclusive club if you can remember that.
That's right.
I understand every single addition to that nickname.
Exactly. And of course, she's always talking about the kids. She's got the new bub, but it's Isaiah's 4th birthday. And what do you do if you're an artist? You're a singer, you've got an amazing voice, one of the most recognisable voices in the world.
I thought it was my segment, but he's taken over again.
I have. Because what you do is you sing happy birthday to your 4-year-old child after you inhale helium. Check it out.
Buddy, sit down.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Isaiah. Happy birthday to you.
Okay.
That was 20 seconds.
I know. Like,
That's a big amount she's had to inhale.
how big are her lungs? This is why she's a superstar artist, because her lungs are, the size of this table that we're at. And for reference, for our radio friends, the table is massive.
It's very big.
It's officially one massive.
One massive in lengths. But should an artist be doing that? Does that damage the singing, the vocal cords or the lungs or something? I thought that was kind of a thing college kids did and, high school kids, and if you're smart and particularly if you're a
my
performer.
year 10 formal prom for our international listeners, one of my mates, James, he was a very interesting kid. He got bored and basically went around grabbing all the balloons in the room and just one after another kept just inhaling and speaking. And this was what was the hit song in the I think this was actually when
This will date you.
Gangnam Style came out.
Oh no, Gangnam Style.
May have been, I don't know, maybe that was the year after.
So,
well, at one of our formals we had Gangnam Style and it was like the thing. Anyway, yeah, ever seen him sing that with helium? There's not enough singing that, in that song.
We're always trying to come up with funny things.
That song has to make a comeback.
It does. We're always trying to come up with funny things for artists to do. We've got twisted lyrics. We've got there's a country star in my head.
What the heck are they singing?
Yeah, that's right. We've got all these things. Maybe we should get them when they come in to do some helium singing.
Do we have insurance to cover something
And we'll
going
just,
wrong?
if they go, oh no, that's bad, we'll say, I'm sorry, Carrie Underwood does it, you can do it.
Yeah, do you want to be like Carrie Underwood? Just to totally peer pressure them into doing it?
That's right. We are going to be talking with Jamie from Oakwood very, very soon, but let's check out brand new music from Lee Kernaghan. This dropped today. It's called Wheels on Planet Country.
Alright, so it's on, so we just have to each other's headphones. Oh, so you're going to send me deaf then?
No, you can change it. It's adjustable.
The volume, but that's going to change here.
No, you've
on
got your own...
the extra part. Okay, you know how this works? He doesn't know how this works.
I just flick it.
Channel 1, because I've changed it this week, Channel 1 is now the Zoom mics, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Channel 2 is radio. Don't touch the levels, because if you go too loud, it gets clipped.
All I have to do is this.
Yeah,
okay.
And you don't need to yell in the mics, because this is already pretty loud. It's designed for me to be able to switch my...
Okay, you need to hurry.
Okay. Don't mess up my Facebook account. Gee, why did we put this box in?
I don't know.
Yeah, I should get... My hair looks terrible.
MJ's worried about his hair. This is ridiculous. Why would you worry about your hair? Okay, I'm just going to move these papers. I don't like how he sets his desk up here. Isn't it? MJ is on the front page of our running sheet. We are into we're finishing page 2. We're about to start page 3, and MJ's on page 1 of the running sheet. Disgraceful.
I don't even look at it.
You don't
Too
look
busy.
at it. Oh, so here we go. That's interesting.
Oh, you are deaf.
Yeah, I am a bit.
Do you need extra volume? Do you know how to change it? It's next to the thing. It's like a tiny little thing.
I'll be right. I can't hear a thing. So is it
It's
here?
got a big head as well.
That's as loud as it goes.
Huh?
I can't hear it.
Because you're deaf. Turn it up all the way full.
Oh, you know why? Because we're hearing this, not the panel.
Oh my god, I'm gonna...
Can you ring her, please? Because we have to hurry up.
You don't...
What? I've got to put the cardboard up.
Yeah. Where's the mouse?
It's over the back
okay.
here. It's a shocker.
You're not neat.
Do you know what I did? I looked at the screen for how long left because I'm always obsessed with that, and I don't have that. You have.
What? I'm not listening.
I looked at the screen like how long left, but I'm not paying attention. You have to.
20 seconds.
Let's go.
We're waiting on a call, so do we just go into the song?
No. We'll talk.
Did you just go? I can't do it mid-show. I can't do it mid-show. I've got to answer the phone and respond to her, so I've got to play something. Can I skip ahead to something?
Okay, play something else.
What's there?
Go down, fairway down.
Ryan hit to a T. Right.
Yeah, that'll do.
You're on Planet Country with Big Stu and MJ. We have got Jamie on the line. I'm going to talk to her in just a second, but we're going to go into one more song because, you know, we've got to build suspense and make you stick around. This is Ryan Hurd, To a T. To a T. Can we joke about To a T? Just play the song? Oh, you want your mic on. That makes sense.
MJ, you're penalling and...
Don't say it. No, I'm just going to...
You're the big student of radio.
Okay, I'm normally penalling...
We've swapped seats.
...in a different studio... on a one-man show, and all I'm doing is playing music.
Yeah, tradesmen blame the tools. Yep.
You think you've got me down to a T?
Love it.
Ryan Hurd, Planet Country.
Take off your makeup, nobody's...
Down to a T, so we are waiting on...
Hey, come on, could you have brought a song up and got it on without a mistake?
Probably
within
not.
less than 5 seconds. It was already... Wheels was already flashing it was ending.
Well, there you go. Probably.
Has Jamie responded? I don't see. Do we have a phone number from her last phone interview?
Her number's in the message somewhere previous, if you scroll up. So... This is behind the scenes radio of a radio show where we're trying to do a phone interview and we can't get hold of the
whole
artist.
different setup. Okay, where's your phone?
So MJ's now just trying. So I meant to look at this, aren't I?
Yeah, she can't.
Denny Smith said the after students shines. Yeah, not shines. Could say that much.
Don't go. Hey, there we go. Right,
Great save from
keep
Dylan
talking.
Capel. Great save, MJ. Okay, MJ's now putting the call
Hello,
through.
MJ speaking.
Wade to Butler, 3 a.m.
Jamie, hey, how's it going? It's been a long time. I'm going well. Cool. Where?
MJ's now just trying to connect the call through.
We're actually doing a little bit of a different. We're actually in a different studio since we've last spoke to you.
MJ's
actually,
now
a whole
making
different radio
excuses
station now. So I'm just
why
trying.
he
It's the
doesn't
first
know
time
what
I've
he's
ever
doing.
done the mobile interview, well, the phone interview here with this setup. So just give me 1 second. I'm going to try and get this to work. Cool.
Maybe tell her if it doesn't work, call back. MJ is now trying to put the call through.
That's on cue.
Yeah, that's cut off. It's not going to air, but it's cut off.
This setup. Just wondering what phone box it comes with.
I'm telling you, we're going to have to use the little...
I don't accept anything less than professional.
But you're going to have to hurry because the song's going to finish.
12.
Don't go into
Yeah,
thing I we're talking about.
Yada yada's alright?
Yep.
Manually transition that.
So MJ just made another save, Dylan. Great save.
Because you think it's okay to use a mobile phone for this?
No, I'm saying that we have no
I've got
alternative.
Stephen from Swire telling me don't do that, and I'm like, you think I want to do that?
We have no alternative if we can't get the thing to work, is what I'm saying. Enter it through the desk.
Welcome to behind the scenes where
The call is coming in. Answer the phone.
Hey Jamie, sorry about that. Things are playing up a bit. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna. If I don't get it to work, I'm just gonna. Sorry. No.
It's MJ's trying to get this to
no,
work.
it's supposed to come through.
He's
But
trying to put it through the panel and it's not working.
give me hold of a second. Yeah. I have the fader on, but I'm not going to send it anywhere. Let's see if this works. So it's on line 1. So if I keep going. It's killed it again.
Okay, it keeps cutting out.
Why is this not?
We're going to have to do it on the
We've
phone.
got Studio 1's that. So what? Because they changed the system, and what they've written here is not working, even though it says this was a new system. Line button 2. So why is it not transferring? But it was actually surprisingly easier at the old station, even though nothing worked there.
Denny is saying, can he answer through the desk while on cue? Well, we're trying to put it through the desk, but it's not coming through the desk. It's cutting off. That's the problem.
No, not cue apparently. Yeah, so it's dead. So it doesn't want to transfer.
So just...
You'd be lost without me.
We're going to have to do it on the mobile. We have to do this
Alright,
interview.
can you get the Bluetooth speaker? Where is that?
Okay, you talk.
Because I don't want the static coming through like with the Christy Land interview. I can't even hear the Facebook one or even see half this stuff because you haven't even got it open for some reason.
I did.
Haven't you? Don't.
I do.
You don't have it open. Because you've done it the wrong way, that's why.
Give me my phone.
Caller. Yeah, Bluetooth it. But well, Bluetooth's only going to pick up our own, like, it's going to use that mic. It's not going to... Look, what mic's it going to try and use? There's no mic on there. So is she going to be able to hear us?
Yeah, she'll hear it through this, I'm sure.
50 seconds. 50 seconds and I'm stalling on X. I'm not going to play 3 songs in a row.
I don't have a number.
Go back to Messenger. I had it open. It's actually copied in the clipboard, so just paste it in.
What clipboard?
Oh my god. You don't know how to use a phone. There you go. There's a mobile. It's saved. See? We had her as a contact. I know his phone will anyway. It's 20 seconds. Can you just take it outside, please?
Hang on.
Because I'm going to go on air, so can you take it outside?
Hello Jamie, it's Stu, how are you? we're having technical difficulties, is what they're officially terming that.
Yada yada yada. Brendan Lay. Yeah, Brendan Lay. There, Big Stu's got Jamie from Oakwood on his mobile phone. Unfortunately, our phone system here in the studio, it's been changed over the years a few times, and it's not working for us tonight, which is not what we want. But you can rely on Big Stu and MJ from Planet Country because we have a backup idea. A Bluetooth speaker. So hopefully it works, and Big Stu's not looking at me to give him the signal to say, come in the studio. I kicked him out. I said, you've got to go and pair the thing up and get her on the line first. Come in the studio. Just take your time, why don't you? We're trying to do an interview here. This is Planet Country for you, where we act professional, we look professional, we buy professional gear, and then it all falls apart. Soon we're going to have a bit of Drew Jacobs, and we've got Michael Ray. We're actually going to talk about Michael Ray soon as well. We also have Celeste Kellogg, and if we get time, Ryan Kinder, We Leap of Faith, one of my favourite songs of 2018. Do we have Jamie, Big Stu? Do we have Jamie?
Hopefully. Jamie, can you hear us?
I've got nothing there, Big Stu. Are you talking or what?
Just check. Oh, Jamie, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. So, hello, we are on air now. Okay, Jamie Holland is on the air. Hi, Jamie. Thanks so much for talking to us here at Planet Country.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Now, talk to us about this new project, because Oakwood is... I got wind of this when I saw the lineup, as I think a lot of people did, for CMC Rocks, and everyone went, well, who the heck's this? Oakwood. And a quick Facebook search had, I think there was a logo, and it was like, coming soon, and so the mystery deepened. So tell us about Oakwood.
Well, that was pretty much how it started. So I got asked to do CMC, which is obviously the honourable honours. And I had been writing and recording and demoing some tracks and doing a few bits and pieces. And that kind of just probably, with all honesty, propelled everything into motion. So
Right.
I had a different name for the band altogether called The Revelry. And I really liked it, and when I said to the band guys at rehearsal one night, I'm like, I think I've got a name for the band. It's going to be The Revelry, and they literally all burst out laughing at the same time.
That's not the response you want from the bandmates.
Well, that absolutely took the wind out of my sails for the band name. And about a week later, in the middle of the night, I woke up at about 3 a.m. and I thought, Oakwood.
So it just
That's
popped into your
awesome.
head. That's amazing.
Well, I was like, I think that's okay. And of course I had to do a little quick search to make sure no one else was called Oakwood, because that would be awkward. And it was just in the hands of the gods. It was free, and that's kind of how Oakwood was born. So we had been already doing a few gigs and bits and pieces, but really excited. We're going to debut at CMC. No pressure.
No pressure. And it's the late night sort of bar crowd, so, you know, they're really demanding. You want to make sure you've rehearsed really well.
Oh, I know. Well, speaking of which, we're rehearsing tonight. And probably every night up until CMC. But no, I'm really excited and great to be back at that festival, because it's one of the best, as you guys know.
Absolutely. And so you've released this music. Now, we've been in contact in the last week sort of leading up to organising the interview, and you've said, I'm sweating on the song to come back from being mastered in Nashville, and it took longer than you wanted, and it was all touch and go whether you get it.
Yes, absolutely. We got it this morning.
Wow.
So, this is as fresh as it gets. This song that you're about to play.
Hot off the press. I love it.
Clive Young, that produced the song, I'm not sure if you saw his comment before on social media, but he was like, well, that breaks my world record of, you know, recording a song, getting it mastered and releasing it all in the same day, pretty much.
Wow. No pressure. But the recording process was delayed, wasn't it? Because you were ill, so everything got put back. You had this gig booked, the amazing gig for CMC Rocks, but everything was delayed because you were sick.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd intended on the single. We actually intended being on the second single now.
Wow.
So we had the plan to release our first single December, early January, and I had become quite ill start of December, which my health just deteriorated over the weeks, and I ended up being in January, early January, rushed to the hospital and had emergency open surgery. What was meant to be just kind of one of those run-of-the-mill things ended up being, you know, a couple of litres of internal bleeding and then a 45-minute surgery turning into a 6-hour open surgery and hemorrhaging and that. So
Goodness
I'm
me.
really lucky to be here, which is the good news. But it's
Absolutely.
certainly been a process trying to, I guess, navigate the way through it when you can't do much, when you're not well. So I've been back on my feet in the last week, and that's all been go. We've been photo shoots and recording and editing, mixing, mastering, and here I am talking to you guys, Planet Country.
So the things that take months and months took a week, so that's pretty impressive, actually.
Well, you know what? The good news is that when you need to, you can get your skates on and just get things moving.
When you have to.
It's one of those do or die, pardon the pun.
Was it better to have the song so quickly? Like, you cut out that waiting time, I can't wait, I just want to get it out there. Was it, from your time with a different band, like, you must have had those times when it's just you waiting forever and you're like, when is this song going to be ready? But it must have been good just to be like, let's go do it.
Oh, you know what? It really was, and it's funny when I think the crew that I have around me in terms of recording and mixing and mastering, you know, I've got a really good relationship with everyone. So, I mean, once I knew that I was in recovery and I knew I would be a 4 to 6 week recovery, at least we could then plan it. And from that aspect, as long as I was up to actually singing and being able to physically sing,
Yeah.
we had everything strategically booked in, but there was absolutely no room for error. But you're right, it's so exciting to just be like, yes, this is getting done and it's moving, and boom, suddenly it's there.
Just suddenly it's here. Suddenly it's on our computer system about to play. Now, MJ, we should talk about the cardboard cutout that's here.
Yes, so Jamie, because you're not here in the studio, we didn't want we didn't want our Facebook Live audience to miss out on the fun, and more importantly, it's easy for us to see someone when we talk to them. So we have a cardboard cutout of you here in the studio.
That's right.
Just posing for the camera.
My God.
Now, the problem, we've done this for Christy Lamb, we've done it for Josh Setterfield. The problem with this one is it's made up of 4 images that are basically glued together, and one of the images didn't quite fit the other. So there is kind of a cut down the middle of your body. So I do apologise about that, but the face looks all right. That's the main thing. But the point is that people that are watching live on Facebook, they know who we're talking to now, which is great.
Yes. I mean, of course, I'm sure it probably is very representative of how I look in real life. So, especially on a morning after a big night, I'm sure.
Well, speaking of that, I did reminisce today. The last time we interviewed you, you were playing a gig at the Central Coast Country Music Festival a few years ago, and we all did shots, vodka shots, and then you went up on stage and sang, and MJ and I fell down in a corner. So we're green at this sort of thing. You're a trooper.
I remember that gig. You guys don't mess around, though. Like,
how does she remember? Jamie, how do you remember the gig? There were shots involved.
Well,
I expect more from you.
Well, let's just say I have an incredibly high tolerance to alcohol, so I probably got through it. But I remember that gig. That was a fun little gig. It was rowdy. Or maybe I was the rowdy one, I'm not sure.
I remember because Rob Moody went outside playing the guitar outside, crossing over the zebra crossing. MJ was chasing after him, filming it.
I think Jamie jumped off stage to film it as well.
I think so as well. It was very wild.
I still got that on my iCloud. So yeah, absolutely, I remember that well. And then I saw you guys at Denny when we did.
That's right.
That's right. The Denny Ute Muster 2016
in the mud.
The Mud Fest, basically.
Right. People remember it for Keith playing. I remember it for mud everywhere, just mud.
I actually watched a video on it last night. I found it on YouTube. Some production company was doing videos there, and I went, oh my! I had like, I don't know, it was terror from just seeing all the mud on this camera.
Mm. we had the old caravan and it leaked all on MJ's head.
Oh, don't go there, Big Stu. That's one for our autobiography, I think.
Now, what can people at CMC Rocks expect from the gig? Of course, the new song we're about to hear, you'll be playing that, but it's high energy, I take it?
Yes, absolutely. I hope you like it. You're like literally the first people to hear it aside from the production crew and myself.
This is pretty awesome, Big Stu, because I have the magic button, i.e. the mouse.
Well, MJ, you are sitting in the seat I normally occupy, and I normally stuff things up, press the wrong button. It's all up to you. The pressure is on, so we should play it. What we'll do is... yeah, that's right. We'll play it. Well, thank you so much, Jamie, for joining us and having a chat. And obviously, good luck with the festival and with the single release. We're going to play it. I'm just going to pass the phone back to him.
Big Stu, why don't we get Jamie to do the honours?
Absolutely,
it's her
she
song.
can introduce it.
It's her band's song. Jamie, would you like to give us the drum roll, the countdown, every part of revealing the song to our audience?
Oh my goodness, yes, I'd be honoured. I get nervous when we do these. I'm scared I'm going to stuff it up. All right. Guys, you're about to hear Oakwood's debut single, Bullet from the Barrel.
All right, thank you so much, Jamie. We're now live on Facebook, so people can hear you on Facebook. We won't keep you, because have you got to go back and sing some more?
Yeah, that's fine, though.
So what's the band been doing while you've been out talking to us? They're just like hanging around, waiting.
Yeah, I'm sure. Or just, maybe a toilet break or a drink break.
Probably a drinks break. I'm guessing a drinks break. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck. We can't wait to see you play live. And, of course, if ever in Sydney, come into the studio.
Oh, I can't wait. I'll be up your way in a couple of weeks, so we can do it all face to face.
Excellent, we'll do that. And MJ is holding the cardboard cutout up and waving it around. That's very good. All right, thanks, Jamie. Take care.
Thanks, Stu and MJ. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
See ya. There she is, Jamie Holland from Oakwood. There she is on the Bluetooth speaker. We finally managed to get this sorted out. So, very odd. What I thought we'd do, we can't get pinged for copyright in a song that's not even been released. We'll just flick it over so people on Facebook Live can just hear a little bit
so
of it.
I can yell at you?
Yes.
Shoot for a better life. Oh, I like a bullet from the barrel. Back wheels throwing a corral.
Alright, on Facebook now. Alright, so what have you been doing in my Facebook account, Big Stu?
I've done nothing.
Very worried.
MJ, thank you for jumping into the chair and handling the controls.
Saving your butt.
Saving my butt. Well, you couldn't get the thing to work, so I don't know whose butt you saved. Mate.
Yeah, the headphones down a lot lower than I expected. Except they're full. Okay.
I couldn't hear it. It was very odd. I don't know.
That's alright. No, maybe just talking too quietly.
Alright.
Oh, hang on.
So what's on? We've got 7:26. Okay, so flick back over because we can talk again in 10 seconds. That is Oakwood Bullet from a Barrel, as introduced by Jamie Holland.
Front woman Jamie herself.
That's
Jamie
right,
Holland.
who we finally were able to talk to on the phone through our own phone, not through the phone system.
But through a
So-
Bluetooth speaker to avoid any
right.
interference.
It sort of worked. That was good. And
Yeah.
of course, it was exciting to speak
Well,
to Jamie.
once the show's over, I'm getting on the desk here and just ripping apart the phone system and plugging it all back in, and hopefully they'll fix it.
Absolutely.
You never know. But Eric from LA, Eric Jones, says, love it, great song. So good to see some good responses. We had actually Jamie's cousin Hannah just said, it's my cousin, I can't wait to hear it. It's a debut song, I can't wait.
Oh,
so
wow, okay.
hopefully you enjoyed the song.
We did play some of the music actually to the Facebook Live audience. We can't play a whole song; it's all copyright. But we snuck a bit.
Well, hopefully that, because given how soon it was, it
Well, it
was
hasn't been
literally
released.
just mastered. So I'm assuming it hasn't been submitted to the copyright groups just yet,
That's
and we've
right,
gotten
not
away
yet.
with it. Yeah, we'll know in a couple of months' time when Facebook crawls back and flags us, and we have to say, but if you listen in, we've got permission from the person.
That's right. She introduces it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
permission.
Hannah, cousin to Jamie, says such a great song.
it is a
It's
great
all right,
song.
Hannah. We know it's your cousin. You can't say anything but nasty. So you can tell us
Not
the
going to
truth.
say anything nasty. She loves it, of course.
But we asked Jamie what the band might have been up to, and Danny said the band's obviously having shots. MJ. So yeah, where's our shots? Where's Blake with our dinner? He was supposed to be shouting
He
us
hasn't
dinner.
turned up. Now, because we've had to shuffle things around, we're going back to a social media segment. MJ, you've got the notes. They're over here somewhere.
you
I
moved all
them
my
over.
stuff.
I did. I'll grab my notes. Because I thought we should... I tell you what we do. Over the 5 years we've done this show, we absolutely love a love story. We're suckers. We're romantics. We love a country music love story. And that is exactly what has happened, of course, for Carly Pearce and Michael Ray. Of course, Michael Ray, he of the drive-through incident. We don't talk about that anymore, but we did get lots of comedy gold out of it at the time. MJ, so take us through what has actually happened on social. They gave a kind of an exclusive interview on social media about falling in love.
do you
and
know
their
how they
wedding.
proposed to each other?
To each other? No. Well, Michael would have gone down on a knee or something, the
Well,
usual.
given the way that some of my notes go, I'd say very traditional.
Hang on. Can I ask, was it in a drive-through?
No, it could have been, but it was in
Sorry.
Tulum or Chulam?
Tulum, okay.
Mexico.
Oh.
Mexico.
Okay.
Last December. And I think in my notes, I think they were talking to The Knot. Is this Tying the Knot magazine or something?
Probably. That's right.
But they were looked at the path which led them together and to where they are now, and they're actually going to get married later this year. So can't wait to get the invites there, guys.
And of course, they're here in a couple of weeks for
Yeah,
CMC
and
Rocks.
well, maybe that's when they get married.
They should get married here.
I mean, it's earlier in the year than what you'd normally define as later in the year, but maybe it's a ploy. Maybe
Elton John did it years ago, and look how that worked out for him.
Yeah. Anyway, Michael Ray, they have there was one thing that brought them together, and they both agree it was God.
Ah,
So interesting. So Michael Ray, who's apparently 30 years old, like Fountain of Youth, dude, come on.
It doesn't look it.
He said, our whole story is something that has made me believe even more that God's timing is always right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. We were in and out of each other's paths for the last 5 years. Oh, man, talk about,
Well, they would have come across each other in Nashville.
But he's probably like, oh, there
musos.
goes Carly again. And his mate, I don't know, who's he mate with? Chase Rice. Chase Rice is like, dude, just go out and talk to her, man. She's right. There's Carly Pearce, man. You're both artists. Just go talk to her, dude.
Because that's how
and
Chase Rice
Michael Ray's
talks.
like, no, dude. I'm
We're
hungry.
just friends. I don't...
Yeah, she just doesn't seem that way. We're just friends. I'm hungry. Let's go get some drive-through. You don't even go crack up at that. I worked it in there just for you, because you never stop mentioning the drive-through incident. But Pierce actually...
Low-speed collision.
Pierce agrees. I always say that Michael is my perfect example of God's love for me. Oh, this is one of those couples.
We love a love story.
The all mushy love couples. Ugh, can't stand them. Mostly because MJ's single. So if you want to sign up to just let me know.
If you want to sign up, to
Change my relationship status.
Well, you did have MJ's entourage, but it wasn't kind of that sort of entourage.
No, it was more just people that I just say, hey, can you tell me if this song's good enough or not?
That's right.
And then they all try to disagree with me when I'm not happy with FGL's fourth album. It's just not as good as number 1 and number 2. I'm sorry.
Let's get on with the story.
Anyway, so she says, I always say that Michael's my perfect example of God's love for me because I knew Michael for probably 5 years and we were both dating other people. And I think we didn't find each other in a romantic way until we were both ready. Oh, that's so cute. She also says
they had to ditch the others first.
The majority of our friends are either engaged or married. So was it like you're all that's left?
You get to that 30 mark and it's like everyone's married except you.
Yeah, they had 5 years and eventually I guess, it's like when you got to get pairs in a classroom and all the friends get together quickly and then the teacher's like, no, you can't be with your friends. So you go to your backup friends. But then, of course, you're a loyal person. You don't have backup friends. The next thing you know, you're the odd one left. You're like, I don't have a partner. And the teacher's like, don't worry, Jimmy, I'll be your partner.
I'll be your partner.
And you're stuck with a teacher.
That's right. Ray apparently waited patiently for 6 months once they started going out before popping the question with the help of Pierce's parents. And that's interesting. You involve the in-laws, the potential in-laws.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Pierce, it's Michael Ray here. You may know me from country radio and...
So what he did. Mr. and Mrs. Pierce, you may know me from such movies as... You may know me from such songs as...
Hi, it's Troy McClure. You may know me from such films as How to Get Michael Ray a Date with Carly Pierce.
Well, it says the couple had planned a December trip to Tulum with her parents, and Ray planned the entire proposal as a surprise for his love, a surprise that clearly worked, given that Pierce didn't suspect a thing. A lot of my girlfriends...
I don't think any of us suspected a thing.
She said thought that he would do it in Tulum, but I thought, given that was too predictable, and he's not normally sort of predictable...
Should we read between the lines here? Oh, it was so predictable. But I didn't suspect it because it was just too predictable.
She says
he went and did it.
If you know anything about him, you would know that he's very, very romantic. I just thought that it would be too predictable for him to do it because it just felt like too many people have had that as their proposal story. But he definitely didn't just propose on the beach. He made it extremely crazy. And I had no idea that he'd been talking for months and planning and scheming this thing from across the ocean. Well, that's interesting.
You know what's interesting? Right now, trending on radio worldwide is Michael Ray's song, The One That Got Away. So is Carly Pierce his backup option?
I think it's just a song.
You sure?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being too literal.
Following the romantic proposal during which Pierce allegedly blurted out, "Of course I'll marry you." Blurted out.
Interesting.
Absolutely. Before Ray even asked, in fact. So what does he go down on the knee and she's like, "I do." And he's like, "I was just picking up something. A bit of broccoli fell on the ground."
Tying my shoelace. Or is he like, I had this whole elaborate speech plan and she just didn't want to hear it.
Just cut to the chase. Oh, dear. Now, this is interesting. The wedding, planning the wedding, the couple is looking ahead to their nuptials, which will take place this fall. My mum, Carly says, and I are doing it ourselves. We didn't want to hire a wedding planner. That's normally what, star-type people do.
Interesting.
They wanted to do it as simple and sweet and very much about the people that love Michael and I, as Michael and I, not as artists.
Interesting.
So no kind of artist will be invited, maybe.
Will Chase Rice be there? I mean, he was the one that's like, dude, just go talk to her, man.
According to
dude,
you.
I've got to go play, dude, we've got to get in the flight to CMC Rocks 2016 in Australia, you just go talk to her before it's too late.
According to, sources close to the stars.
Yeah.
Now, Ray has released an acoustic version of his song Dancing Forever and says it was inspired by Pierce. She's changed the way I write songs for sure. I mean, I'm writing more love songs than ever. And I think that's a cool part of being in my position as an artist and a writer.
And as a lover.
And as a lover and a drive-through connoisseur, is that we get to take our fans on this journey with us at low speed, and our fans are going through the same thing we're going through, drive-through. He concludes, I have fans that are around my same age that are getting engaged and falling in love, so it's awesome to take them on this journey with me and that they allow me to be a part of their journey too. My songs have changed as the meaning in my life has changed. Why don't we check out Dancing Forever? It's the acoustic version right now on Planet Country.
We're cracking up.
We should.
Sorry.
We need to say we feel like we're allowed to make jokes because we're besties. We actually interviewed Michael, and we're going to play some of that interview.
We're definitely. But see, Chase Rice suggested he go talk to her, but it was Big Stu and MJ that said, "Dude, she likes you, man. You gotta go talk to her, dude." Dude, just go talk to him. No, why do I put on an American accent for myself?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Exactly. So, what happened to my pen? It's gone. Can I have my pen back? I was trying to say. I don't know what happened to the 4-colour pen that I used to use. I like that.
You left it somewhere.
Because I could do ticks in green and crosses in red. We did that. We're now up to this. All right. So how are we going to
just remember we already played Brendan Lay yada yada yada.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what I had to do while I stored for the Bluetooth thing to connect.
What was another one we played? Was that all we played?
To a T. Got you down to a T.
We've got way more songs anyway.
Right here.
So we'll play the Michael Ray interview, and that also includes Kiss You in the Morning. Includes.
Coods.
And then we'll come back
Coods and Clues.
To finish
Sounds like a segment.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I got a mouse pad this week, and it's really...
I hate that I have to lean over here to do this. This is quite crazy.
It's really... Did I start volume? Yeah. Huh. I went real quiet for a second.
Kinda left, kinda right, who knows anymore. Okay.
Feels weird being over here, you know?
Okay, that is odd. Alright. Okay, the acoustic version Michael Ray is playing at the moment. Dancing? Should you say dancing or dancing? Dancing forever. Dancing forever. Okay.
Question. What's the last country music gig you went to? Let us know in the Facebook comments. What's the last gig you went to? What's the last gig you went to? We've been very busy behind the scenes.
We actually haven't been to a lot of gigs. We should have been at the other day and we weren't. Busy.
Have I reset myself, MJ? No, I'm all over the place. I didn't answer the question of what playout software you guys use at your station. I'm always curious about playout software. Anyway, what was I saying? The last gig I went to was Tara Favell at Park Royal.
Yeah, the
I was like, hey, I'm on my way back from radio school, and I'll actually be within walking distance of Park Royal, so I'll catch up with you there. And she's like, yeah, come. She spent the whole gig talking to some other artist.
Oh.
But our boy Kelly Baker was there with some friends, so it was like MJ wasn't alone. MJ was in his element. But yeah, we'd have a couple of back and forths, and then yeah, she was talking to artists. So long story short, I go to the artist my radio business card and said, hey, when you guys do your duet, let us know. So that's what I'm assuming is going to happen.
Flick it over.
Don't tell me what to do.
We've just been arguing over whether it's Dancing or Dancing Forever. That is the acoustic version from Michael Ray. So MJ's just wanting me to press the button. I've already made a mistake. So there you go. I didn't press his button. Now it's pressed.
Actually, I turned it off when you weren't looking to test you.
That's exactly right. Now, with CMC only weeks away, I delved into the archives because we actually did interview Michael Ray a couple of years ago when he was out here for CMC. He will be coming back with Fiancé. Or is it fiancé? Fiancé.
Getting on my
Carly
fiancé.
Pearce as well. But I thought we'd go back in time and remember when we caught up with him at the CMC Rocks Festival. Let's check it out now on Planet Country. We're here with Michael Ray. As we call him the Kiss You in the Morning guy. Now, we call you, everyone's got a nickname on our show. It's not a bad one to have because that single was huge for you. What did it feel like when that came out and did what it did?
It was awesome, man. You know, to be a new artist and country music's at the biggest it's probably ever been. I mean, to be a part of that and to be a new artist and have your first single come out and have country fans and country radio embrace it like that and for it to fly up the charts as fast as it did, become a #1 hit it's effort. I mean, it's a dream come true. It's unbelievable. I mean, every
it's
word,
all things that you
every
need to
word
say.
combined, it is that.
Michael Ray, the Kiss You in the Morning guys, we nicknamed him. We've got a nickname for every artist. We've got, who else we got? Where have we got? Luke Bryan is Husky Heartthrob. No, Hunter Hayes is Husky Heartthrob Hunter Hayes. Luke Bryan had a nickname. The impossibly good-looking Luke Bryan Just trying to think of nicknames while distracting the camera because you're not in the room. So I put Jamie up as Michael Ray.
Yoink!
What other nicknames have we got?
Hunky Hubby.
Hunky Hubby, NHL superstar, captain, and Cannon owner Mike Fisher.
That's the longest one.
Husky heartthrob Hunter Hayes.
We also had a nickname for Jesse James Decker's husband, Eric Decker, former. Didn't we call him former NFL wide receiver and something Eric Decker? We had a name for him.
Reality TV star. She's got her own
That's
TV
right.
show.
Who else do we have names for? We don't do it so much now. We used to do
We never
it.
had time for names.
No. Impossibly good-looking Luke Bryan's probably my favourite.
Well, if you think about Damage, they beat us to it because they're them together. Blake Savage and Demi Moore.
They've got their own nickname. That is their name.
Damage. Yeah, so they beat us to it.
That's
but still, how cool is the last name Savage? Blake's got a cool last name.
This is going to go back into interview shortly, so you can flick it back over to let everyone hear when we talked to him about the koalas and the Aussie things you have to
Koala bear. How long has it got?
I don't know.
I don't like
seeing
seeing
all
that.
joined together.
Oh, I hate when you do that.
Just remember where the song's up. Kiss you in the morning.
Kiss you in the morning. I guess he does that
It's
now.
one of my favourite songs.
He does that every time now with Carly Pix. He kisses her in the morning. There you go. You thought it was near the end, and it's like not even nowhere near it. You don't know your songs. You don't know your songs. You're crazy. He mentions parking lot. Is that a drive-through parking lot?
Jeez.
He really needs to do a follow-up where he's like, I'll kiss you in the drive-through before I get arrested.
I think for me the funny part was that it was all at low speed because it was a drive-through. They're just inching along and runs into someone.
Danny said that they use Audio Vault, but they also have NextGen.
Ah.
Doesn't make sense. Why would you have two playout software? Unless you're the station where I trained everyone to use new playout software, and they want to hang on to the old one as a backup. And I always say to them, but what backup the old? What was the backup to the old one? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Flick it over.
Australia is such a beautiful place and a bucket list place I've always wanted to go to, and so to be able to
Everyone
celebrate
says
awesome,
that.
so.
It must be all right.
Speaking of bucket list items, you've obviously already hugged a koala.
Yes.
What's that like? Because I've never done that, and I'm a local.
Australians don't do that. It's only the tourists.
It's like whenever I'm from Florida and people be like, "So man, you go to Disney all the time?" I'm like, "No, bro." I don't
I
go.
live next door. I'm not going.
Yeah. It was. I mean, I completely toured out, man. It was awesome. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So we had the whole crew, and my band and I did a full band photo with it and everything. So it was. First one was named Tyson, and the second one we met was named Cinnamon. Yeah.
Hang on a minute. I think Chase Rice had the same koalas last year when we asked him the same question.
They told me I was the only guy. Son of a...
No.
I thought we had the rights to talk to the artist, not these koalas.
That's exactly right.
Second fiddle.
Now, I mentioned Chase Rice. Of course, you've toured with Chase Rice, Brantley Gilbert, Kip Moore. What I find interesting is those three guys were here last year at CMC Rocks. Were they putting in a good word? Were they saying you've got to get on down under?
Everybody, man. Kip talked to me about it. Drake White, who's a great friend of mine who was here last year, I believe. Everybody was just talking about how just incredible it is. And I watched the videos and seen the pictures, but it really doesn't do it justice. Like, you got to come here and really feel how big this really is and just how awesome the vibe and the energy of this whole place is. And last night we played at 11:30 at night after everybody'd been here all day and night, and it was still slam packed and everybody's
talk to us about it. That was the late night campers bar. Now, by that time of night, the campers are, shall we say, well loosened. Is that the right way of saying it?
Yes.
Was the crowd going up in the campers bar?
Yeah. Oh, it was popping off. It was popping off like it was 6 o'clock in the afternoon. It was the first show. It was awesome. It was a perfect way for us to start our Australian endeavors.
Michael Ray, when we caught up with him at the CMC Rocks Festival a couple of years ago, and of course he'll be here with Carly Pearce, fiancée, I think I've decided to call her, in a couple of weeks' time for CMC Rocks once again. This is Planet Country. You may be listening to us on SWAR 999 and Sydney's West, of course streaming on the Wolf Australia, or if it's Tuesday afternoon, you're listening to us on Hawkesbury Gold on syndication 89.9. We're going to go into some music now. I love this song at the moment, Drew Jacobs. This is Redneck Rockstar right now on Planet Country. What's up, Redneck Rockstar? Hey MJ, you're back from the bathroom.
No, I went to Get a drink.
I had to get a drink.
And then I saw Milo. I'm like, we're making Milo.
MJ's making a Milo, which you're not allowed to bring here into the studio. Just want to point that out. Okay, Vivian has joined us. Hi, thanks for joining the live video, Vivian. It is behind the scenes, and we're getting towards the end of Planet Country live on Facebook. Of course, we had our live interview on the phone with MJ's coming in. He's doing his hair. So when you make Milo, apparently you have to do your hair. Is that right, MJ?
Yeah.
When you make Milo, you got to do your hair.
Yep.
So there you go. Just explaining, we're coming to the end of a live Facebook this week. It's been a lot of fun. It was great catching up with, of course, Oakwood and Jamie Holland, who calls herself Jellybeaner on social. I just think that's a really cool name.
Well, so people don't add her, you moron.
Well,
she doesn't want randoms adding her on Facebook like all the other artists.
She can do what everyone else does and just deny them.
That's very true. Very true. Gotta ask her off camera and off mic where'd that nickname come from.
That's a great nickname. Absolutely.
Eric says it's been a fun show. Thanks, Eric. Thanks for sticking around to the end. It's not easy when we don't have extra people in the studio to sort of bounce off and also they can talk while we can relax. So it gets hard for a 2-hour show to think on your feet, especially when you're busy back at radio school and all you just seem to be doing is talking.
We do have some artists that we're organising to come into the studio. We had someone organised and they had to pull out, and this happens.
Vivian's like, where's MJ? There he is.
There he is.
I'm in there.
This happens all the time, and I was talking to MJ today about tonight's interview even came down to the last second because they couldn't get the song from Nashville in time, and no point talking to her without the song. And
very stressful to make a graphic at the last
It's sometimes
second.
very stressful putting the show together, and it's actually more fun to come in and just do the show.
De Butler said that you guys are always great. Well, that means a lot, and one of the things that we say to ourselves is like, we must be doing all right if we've got people staying up to all hours in the morning overseas watching, so that always means a lot to us. Don't be hard on Big Stu after the show. I'm always hard on Big Stu. That's how we're good, because I tell him off. No,
that's what happens.
He was smart and brought a Bluetooth speaker as a backup, so he gets out of our post-production meetings where I just go,
that is exactly right. When we go back on air,
MJ jokes around a bit.
When we go back on air, we'll finish the finish the live Facebook.
We'll say goodbye to Facebook Live, and we'll go to a couple more songs to finish off the show. But thanks for sticking with us, guys. And if you have a favourite artist that you want to see back on the show, when you see them next at a gig, just say, hey, when are you going to be on Planet Country next? Because those guys are awesome. Or, I want to see you with those guys. I want to see you play Twisted Lyrics.
MJ, you know I love my hiccup, and I just had to get some in there with Redneck Rockstar.
That's an awesome song, and Drew Jacobs
that
as well.
actually feats Upchurch, Ryan Upchurch as well.
I
so
know.
Twice you
This
heard
dude's
from him.
just realised that
He's
people
taken
that
over Planet
I can't
Country.
swear too much, and if I swear too much, I won't go on radio. So he's learned his lesson.
He's probably got like two whole audiences: the ones that hear his music where it's all language, and the ones that hear him collaborating and it's not. So
Yeah.
he's a fine, upstanding young man.
He's a fine citizen of the world.
Absolutely. This is Planet Country. If you've been watching live on Facebook, we're going to wrap that up shortly. But I thought what we'd do is play a song from another artist who's actually going to be out here for CMC Rocks. Loving this song, loving the artist. It's Gillian Jacqueline. Let's check out Tragic right now on Planet Country. Here's a good song.
One of my favourite songs of 2018. Eric Jones, Abby Ferris needs to come on the show. Yes, Abby is from Adelaide, which is a couple of hours flight away.
Yeah, we've interviewed her, spoken to her, but not in the studio.
Yeah, we have interviewed her on CMC Awards Red Carpet and stuff, and our team with. But her manager is from the Central Coast, which is about an hour and a half from our studio, just on the. It's kind of it goes Sydney, and when Sydney ends, it's Central Coast, and then there's Newcastle, where 8 Second Rider from. So there's you can kind of say there's actually a quadruple city spread where Sydney is. You got a lot of satellite cities. You got Wollongong, Sydney, Central Coast, Newcastle.
That's right.
So if you're in that area, then you should definitely drive and become on the show. But when Abby's back on the Central Coast next, we'll have a chat with her, see if she can come down.
Yeah.
Transport's obviously a big issue because she's from out of town, so she maybe Pez, her manager, can drive her. Casey Barnes, yes, Casey's does come down to Sydney every so often, but it never times up with the show.
You know,
But he said to us, he's like, guys, I got to get down there to be on the show.
But we do have to wrap this up. But here's a teaser to throw out. We are working top secretly on a plan to do a show interstate, an outside broadcast interstate, be live on Facebook, live on radio, involving lots of artists who all live in said interstate location.
Yeah,
that's the
so
tease.
Planet Country the Road. It's something we've always wanted to do. Just take the show
possibly
on the road.
later in the
Do a
year or something. We'll see how we go.
Why do artists get to tour and not radio stars?
That's right.
my question. We should go on tour.
We want to go on tour. Thanks for joining us. Catch us next week on Planet Country.
And the butler said he's sending us toys for Twisted Lyrics. That'd be interesting. Wait, is it a taser so I can taser Big Stu when he gives me a bad
Under the table.
bad
Ouch! Like this.
Thanks for watching, guys.